Hello, guys. Welcome back to episode number 17 here with your Ottawa Senators. I apologize in advance for being delayed between episodes. It's just been busy. But I'm back. We're here to round two against the Toronto Maple Leafs, Battle of Ontario, to see who goes to the conference finals. Let's refresh our minds and see what we're going up against with Toronto. This is year number 5, so they're still in their prime. So Nylander, Matthews, Marner. That's a deadly first line if they're all 90s. That competes with us. And then Kapanen, Tavares, and Kerfoot, that competes with our second line as well. But then it starts to drop off now looking on their bottom pair. Nishchishkin, Robertson, and Fast, followed by O'Connor, Sumelo, and Lemieux. So it's going to be interesting to see. They're heavy offensive powered, but let's see if our defense and our goaltender can switch that up. Then their defense is a bit off. It's Sandin, Muzzin, Liljegren, Zadorov, Persson, and DeMello. Goaltenders, Anderson and Wall. And then Grabner, Mulligan, and Kokkonen are the scratch players. So it's interesting to see what we're going to go up against. Just take a look and refresh our minds what our team looks like. So we got pluses everywhere. So Meyer, Barzell, Besser, DeBrusk, White, Kachuk, Pinto, Batherson, Hartman, and Kuffner, Hoodler, and Wood. Shabbat, Severson, Bernard Docker, Brandstrom, Walanen, and Petrovic. And our goaltenders, Demko with Gustafsson backing him up. We also have Riley, Norris, and Walker as our scratch players. Let's go straight in, I want to say, but let's just see. I want to see how many games it took Buffalo again to beat Toronto. Toronto took 7 games to play Buffalo, and Buffalo wasn't as good as a team as we are. Like, look at the difference. So 116, 114, but then it drops off in our division to 95. So if it took a team like Buffalo 7 games to lose to this team, let's see what we can do against them. They are a better offensive team than us, and they've let in less goals, but we did finish higher than them, and we'll see if our chemistry can help out there. So while we jump into game number 1 in Ottawa, Ottawa's never beaten Toronto in a playoff series. I'm going to jinx it there. But we also, technically, Ottawa's never swept a series, and we just swept Montreal. So let's see if our fortunes can change here. So first period, and that doesn't help. Johnny T has got 2, and Matthews has got 1. So the pressure's on us already. Second period, and they get another one, Kasperi Kapanen. So their offense is heavy right there, as you saw right there. 4 goals in the first 2 periods. There we go. Brady Tkachuk at least gets 1 for us. Can we come back and make something out of this like we did against Montreal? Power play, there we go. Batherson gets 1. We're only down by 2. Wish it was better than this. Struggled the first game. It's probably because we've been off for so long. I'm going to go with the reason, yes. We've been off for so long. Kerfoot gets the empty netter, and that's it. Toronto takes game 1, 5-2. That was rough. We weren't prepared for that whatsoever. We'll let that one slide. We'll just go into game number 2, see how this goes. If not, we're going to make some line changes. First period, no scoring. Okay, better first period. Second period, 1 goal apiece. Sumelo and Meyer getting 1. Let's see if we can come back. We're getting outshot heavily in this game, but we're keeping our own, tied at 1 here. There we go. Colin White, the man from the first round, gets it going here. In the third period, we take the 2-1 lead. They're still out shooting us by roughly 10 shots. Under 5 minutes to go here. Time is ticking down on them. But Thatcher Demko stands strong, and we will take game 2, 2-1. So we're going to leave the lines the same, though, because we were able to save off. And like I said, Colin White in that first round was great, and now he's still got a point per game in this second round. 5 goals, 1 assist. Let's keep it going into Toronto. Game number 3. Home ice advantage for them, but they took 1 out of us. Let's see if we can take 1 in Toronto. First period, they get 1. Mulligan gets 1 on the power play. Second period, they get 1, but we get 1 back. Jake DeBrusk gets 1. Down by 1. They're out shooting us heavily, double the shots, but Hoodler gets 1 right there. Then Hoodler gets a second one, 8 seconds apart. So the Sens take the lead. We're still getting heavily outshot. Besser gets 1 right there, right in front, but then Sumelo gets 1 from the face-off circle. Power play for us. Still out shooting us by 10. Jesper Fast ties it from the corner. Under 10 minutes to go, tied at 4. A lot of scoring here. Power play for the Leafs. They can't get anything going. But they get one. Mitch Marner not too long after in the crease. Whit Nylander gets one, and that's it for us. Toronto comes back. We lead off the period with 3 straight, but then they get 4 right after, and we drop game number 2 or 3. Sorry, they had 41 shots to our 28. Do we need to make a line change? Should we take a look, see what we can do line change wise? +1 stay the same there. +3 stay the same there. Just try to see if we can move anything around. That won't do anything. Nothing else I could see really making a difference. So we're just going to switch. No, we're not going to bother making a switch here. Okay, so they take the game number 3, 6-4. A lot of scoring there, so we can't complain that our offense hasn't shown up right now. We don't have enough shots, so let's see if we can muster up some shots here in game number 4 and take this series back to make it a best of 3. First period. There we go. Pinto's got 2 and Hiller gets 1 as well. Ottawa takes a 3-0 lead going into the second period. And we close the door in the second period. Let's go to the third period. Worst lead in hockey, and right there, Smella from the corner gets 1. Let's see if we can keep the door. There we go. Timo Meier gets 1 on Anderson with the Kapanen gets 1. Sorry, right before I said under 10 minutes to go. Once again, they outshoot us. They're outshooting us a lot ever since they've came to Toronto. Under 5 to go, we still hold a 2-goal lead, and time will tick down on the Leafs, and we are going to force a game, at least a game 6. So it's the best of 3 now, as we're tied 2 games apiece. Heading back to Ottawa for game number 5. Belleville's healthy. That's great. Looking at the rest of the league, I know we're jumping ship, but no series finish yet, so we're not behind. Going to game number 5. We're only been 7 minutes in this episode, so not too bad, but we will probably slow it down just a little bit soon. First period, no scoring whatsoever. We're double the shots on them. 16-8. Second period, we get 1. Brock Besser gets 1 from the face-off circle. Let's see if we can hold the lead, add to it, and take it seriously. Power play for us. Our power play has been good, but nothing. Power play for the Leafs, nothing going for them. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Time is ticking down. We hold the lead in shots. Power play for us. Can we get anything? No, we cannot. Time is under a minute. And Thatcher Demko holds his own 28-save shutout. We win 1-0, and we're putting the Leafs on the brink of elimination. Bernard Docker goes down with a concussion till June 12th. So he is out pretty much for the rest of the year. So let's see what we're going to do with the lines here, because we will have to make some changes here. So we add Riley. He still adds the +1. If I add Wolanin up there, it's still a +1. That would be better, actually. If I go down to Belleville, who do we have in defense for Belleville still? Yaros. We could bring up Lajoie. We could bring up, but I think we'll leave the same how we have it. If we leave that, that's gonna be fine. We'll back out of there. So going into game number 6, we lose Bernard Docker for possibly the rest of the playoffs, as it said, I think June 12th at least. So if we add Wolanin up there, he's going to be an 81 and still branch on with an 86. At least they keep the +1s. And then Riley and Petrovic, it's a weak bottom pairing, but it still works, so +1s. So regardless if I switch anybody around, it's not going to do as much. That adds a +3. No, I don't want to switch anything around. Because why wouldn't that work? I don't understand. We'll leave the +1s. The +3 is tempting, but if Riley was like, let's say an 82, then maybe we would change it. But if he's still 78, so we're not going to bother. Okay, so game number 6 back in Toronto. Do or die for the Leafs, but it's better for us. We're going to go ×8 simulation the whole time, see if we can get anything. Good results. Power play for us early. We are outshooting them in the first 8 minutes, sorry. Halfway through the first period, no goals whatsoever. We lead the shots 8-3. Power play for the Leafs. Nothing for them going there. They are now leading us in shots. The first period is over. We are tied at 9 shots apiece for both teams. Let's keep going into the second period. Power play for the Leafs early. They get nothing. They are outshooting us 14, but there we go. Logan O'Connor for them gets 1. I knew that was going to happen at some point. Power play for us, nothing going. Power play for them, nothing. More power plays for them. Who's taking all these penalties? It's a long one, too. We're going to look at that after if we lose this game. And Kerfoot gets one right there on the doorstep. 24-17 the shots. We're down 2 with under a minute. And let's... Who took penalties? Let's just see that, actually. We just had multiple penalties. Okay, we had multiple penalties at once. Meyer got slashing, then Severson delayed a game, then Brandstrom for hooking. Lovely. You love to see that. Third period. Let's see, can we get anything going here? Let's hope that they don't change fortunes. There we go. Brock Besser gets one. He's been clutch this series. Ryan Hartman from the face-off circle, but then Kapanen responds not a minute later. Colin White gets one. The man, the myth, the legend, Colin White gets one. But then Matthews gets one from the face-off circle. Goals coming everywhere this period. Nothing happening for the Leafs right there. If it was me, I'd be jumping in right now to save the Sens right now. But that's not fair. Under a minute, and the Leafs will close it out, going to game number 7. Wild third period, but we go to the brink of elimination. One game to end it all. Winner will be both 3 series going to 7 games. So let's see. It's going to be hard to watch. Game number 7 in Ottawa. This is the year I think we have a chance to win it all this year. First period. They get 2, we get 1. Hartman got 1, but then Kapanen and Nichushkin got 1 as well. Second period. Both teams again. Jesper Fast got 1, but Meyer got 1 as well. We're going to go ×4. It's going to be a bit slower, but we're going to hopefully change this fortunes. Come on, Ottawa. Power play for us. We have a good power play. Come on. Nothing. Nishush. See, I'm done. We're going to lose this one, I know it. Just watch. 4-2. They're going to get one more at some point. Under 10 to go. Come on, Ottawa. You're built to beat a team like this. You got the offense. You got the defense. You got the goaltending. Under 5 to go. Zadorov gets 1. It's over. It's all over. Told you. It's all over. Of course we lose. Of course we lose. Simulate up to the draft. We'll make this quick. Kind of annoyed. We were built to win, and we could not close it out whatsoever. Carolina won the cup. So I think we could have beat Carolina. We'll take a look at Carolina's team after. But I'm pretty sure we could have beat a team like Carolina. Bothers me. Who's retiring? Thornton retires. Stahl, Kessel, Taves, Kovalchuk, Wheeler, Burns, Craig G. Neal, Oshie, Weber, Yandel, Ladd, Brassard, Okposo, Simmons, Frolik, Goligoski, Cogliano, Johnson, just name a couple forwards. Goaltenders. Fleury, Rene, Crawford, Varlamov, Reimer, Talbot, Grice, Hudobin, Hutton, and that's just to name another couple. Emma Engel retires for the Belleville team. Oh, Ottawa, nothing on Ottawa, so just our AHL needs to be fixed. Can we look at Carolina's roster? We cannot look. We can look at Carolina's roster, actually. And we're going to look at awards anyway. Let's look at the awards first. So Carolina wins it. Has Toronto ever won it? Toronto has never won it. So technically we could have been something. President's Trophy winners. Doesn't mean much. Winnipeg played against them. McDavid. Barzal won the Hart, so we took home the MVP. Can't complain. Carlson. Nylander. Bergen. Grubauer. Gibson. Carlo. O'Neill. Couturier. Barzal. And McDavid. So Barzal was a Hart Memorial. Interesting. He won league MVP with 93 points. Interesting. Where did he fit in the points now, actually, that I realized? Oh, yeah, he finished 5th. Why would a guy not like McDavid? Interesting. Interesting that Barzal won. But we're not complaining, right? Carolina, I just want to see what they look like. Aho, Svechnikov, Teravainen, Nekis, Bean, Dadonov, Trocheck, Jankowski, Shea, Armia, Stankoven, Stahl, Hamilton. Yeah, we could have beat a team like this. And what was it, Grubauer in net? We could have beat a team like that. There's always next year, I guess. So that's it for me, guys. We lose in round number 2 to Toronto in 7 games. We'll take a look at our stats, see who performed, see who didn't. Brock Besser led the way with 10 points. Colin White with 8. Barzell with 8. Meyer, Pinto, Kachuk 7. Hoodler, a lot of guys with 6. Shabbat with 5. Grabrusk with 4. And a lot of the depth with 3 or less. So, what do we do next episode? We're going to hit the free agency. We're going to hit draft. Do we make another splash and try to get another name to bolster up this team? Let's look at, so we have Aho, Pasternak, Lindholm, Nylander, Ovechkin, Gostad, Point, O'Reilly, Arvidsson, Engel. So a lot of guys right here we could try and get for the top 6, even though we have a good top 6 in my opinion. Even depth, maybe we could look into it. Goaltenders, I don't think we need a goaltender. Connor Hellebuck, maybe, if he's available. He's a better overall than Demko. Defense, we could get a better or bottom 6. Like TBR, does he fit us? He might fit us. Vatanen does not fit us. So we have guys we could go over for the defensive pairings at least. But you guys let me know in the comments. We'll decide next episode. That's it for me, guys. You guys take care, and I'll see you guys next episode.